Thank you for listening to this Crew Network production. You can now listen to all the Crew Network podcasts on thecrewnetwork.net.
You love this shit, don't you?
Live from the Crew Studios in Highland, California.
Check 1, 2, testing.
It's time for the Bucks Effect with your host, Chuck Bucks.
Hey, man, we're here, and we are live. It's DK's favorite podcast in the whole world.
I'm your Huckleberry.
DK is finally here in place of Dick Power. Dick Power can't make it tonight.
Boo.
Fortunately, his car blew up, and someone sabotaged his car.
Straight up mafia bomb style.
Right.
Most likely himself.
He started up and it went, and then just blew up. But he is okay. Not a mark on him. God is really looking after Dick Power.
For now.
Guys, there's a roast going on. And it's happening July 15th. And we're going to roast Dick Power's dead mother, okay, at the Three Iron Brewery. And everybody's invited in Colton, California. It's a public event. And we're not charging any tickets. I am your host.
I invited like
from it.
70 people.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to pack the place. That's going to be hilarious. Anyways, to my left, I got Drayvon.
What's cracking?
Is here. He made it, and he made it on time. Drayvon is always on time. And to my right, he didn't make it. His name is DK Murphy.
Hi.
He's finally here, and he's doing better.
Alive. Shockingly.
He's alive. So
Fuck your Deadpool.
Deadpool is still on the board. We'll see. If you go past the Deadpool, then you're good.
What's the last day on the Deadpool?
I think January 2024.
I had a new joke that I kind of worked in last night.
Yeah.
I go, my friends made a Deadpool, and they told me, which is something you don't want to hear at your birthday party.
And we have a special guest today, all the way from San Bernardino, California.
That's a far way.
He walked many miles.
His name is Nick
Gereich. How you
Gereich.
doing?
Yes,
How you doing? Thank you so much for having me.
Nick is in the house. And I know Nick because I've been doing comedy for the last 2.5 months, 3 months, whatever it's been. And I seen Nick there, and he made me laugh. He did really a funny bit. And here's the deal. Like, Nick is the type of comic that he comes in all kind of like awkward-ish, and then like he did his jokes. And I think part of that is like it's so great. Like, it made me chuckle both times because I seen him in Colton. I also seen him in Riverside, and he absolutely killed in Riverside. The one time I did see him, the only time I went to Riverside, in which I ate a bag of dicks in Riverside and did good in Colton.
Well, hold up. I have the footage of Mr. Powers eating a humongous bag of dicks 2 weeks ago.
Oh, great. Well, we'll get to that. That's great. Because, he says he always kills. And that would be around the time he says he killed.
No.
But, Nick, I was talking to you a little bit earlier. How long you been doing comedy for?
This is my first year. Basically, I started in just last month. I think you saw...
Really? That Colton was the first gig?
You've been there since my first shows, I think.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, I think the first time your mother did not come up, and then a couple times later.
Oh, you were there for your mom, were you?
Yes, I was both times.
The one that she was at last time?
Yes, about the stripper pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how she can't see her pussy.
Yeah. Dude, why is so many people quoting that bullshit? It's so funny. I mean, good for her. She says she's retired from comedy. Good for her. But fucking, dude, like, everyone talks about, hey, when's your mom gonna go up, dude? And then they talk about the pussy jokes.
Dude, so many. Like I was telling some people about her stand-up, and then like there'd always be a pause for like a good minute, and then they go like, why does she go to strip clubs with her kids?
Oh, dude, I know. When I was my 21st birthday, Mom said, I'm going to take you to Vegas, and I'm going to take you to a strip club. And I'm like, oh, man. And I'm thinking to myself, like, especially now, like, not as much before, it was like, ass and titties at all cost. But, like, now I'm thinking about like, dude, get off my fucking jock, mom. That's kind of fucking awkward.
Stop trying to
dude.
live your life through Chuck.
She does, dude. She does, and like I don't like. God bless her, and I love spending time with her. But like, you should be doing old people shit about this point. Like older people, like camping and shit. Whatever you do,
Macrame.
Yeah, but she's out, and I love it. Whatever. Do comedy because comedy is. I always thought she was funny, and I thought she could do comedy. So it's good. But like I said, being 21, being at the strip club with your mom, it's fucking weird. And there's no way around it.
Especially if she buys you your first lap dance.
Yeah, exactly. Like, here. I was getting lap dances in front of her. Because in Vegas, they give you lap dances at your seat for $20. It's great. And you could actually smoke like cigars and shit and drink at the strip clubs. And there's even ones that are fully nude that you can still drink whatever. And if you want like fully nude, like for them to blow you, fuck you, it's in the back, and it's like whatever X amount they'll kind of negotiate, but it starts pretty high. That's why they say the champagne room. They kind of have that VIP champagne room.
No sex in the champagne room.
Right, exactly. And there's fucking sex in the champagne room.
Nowadays there is. Nowadays.
No, it's always been.
Oh.
Remember the vagina dryer?
How could I forget?
When he said he would nut off of fucking people giving him a lap dance. Like, how pathetic you gotta be. You know what I mean?
Going to the strip club with sweatpants.
Yeah, that's exactly what he. Do you know him? Do you know him? Do you know that's exactly a quote he said? That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. He's like, I go to the strip club and he would wear these fucking sweatpants and he would fucking get lap dances and he would spend like $500. And
more like 2,000.
2,000 at times, yeah. Because this is the same motherfucker that tried to or spent $30,000 on an app on his phone, a game.
Oh, that's right.
Capcom versus Marvel. He spent $30,000 in a year playing this fucking game. So, I mean, obviously he's a pathetic fuck. I don't have to fucking, I have to tell you guys.
Let me ask you a question. Do you remember from high school there was that Jewish girl, redhead, Rachel Swedlove?
Yeah, I think I remember her. Yeah.
Do you know, now when we were going to the Spearmint Rhino with the vagina dryer, he always got that one redhead that looked like a bustier version of her.
Right. Yes. And that redhead had AIDS, I think, because she was fucking and blowing everybody. She was the slut. And I do remember that. I'm not even bullshitting. I remember that redhead because she was the fucking sluttiest one. And she was there like every time. And she was the nastiest bitch.
She knew Jeff by name.
Oh, that's disgusting. Like all the other, we're not talking about Candy, right?
No.
Because there was Candy and she was a nice, sweet girl.
She's the one that had that pussy in the mouse tattoo joke thing.
Yeah, the pussy in the mouse. Such great memories. Yes, the redhead was a complete slut because remember Passion?
Oh yeah,
she was the old Hulk Hogan of the strip club. Yeah. She was the oldster, and she would
She had that cougar stepmom thing going on.
Right. She had big tits, but they're kind of sagging. She had the breast implants, and she probably let you touch a titty or two for free. Just for free.
Well, when we became her cheer squad that one night, she then motorboated us all.
Oh, that's right. Remember I drove a remote control car into a stripper's pussy?
Yeah, she was Asian.
Oh, that's right. Yes, it was the... so they have this...
Is that her idea?
I can't remember my mother's birthday, but I sure remember the ethnicity of that stripper.
Same. So they used to have a escort or a porn star every week at Spearmint Rhino. And,
I remember that.
And then you would have, and this one had a particular game. She's like, it was a remote control car that had a dildo strapped to it, and she's like, "Who wants to operate this?" I'm like, "Me, pick me." Right. So then I cranked it like full gear and went, and she started like, ah. It was a good time.
I remember
we had fun. We had fun.
She had
It's all that matters, right?
The mini basketball hoop right next to her twat. And you had ping pong balls. You had to try and get in. And I only remember that because I got it in and I won a videotape.
Oh, that's right.
It was so lame.
Gosh. I remember her husband was there and he was charging $20 to take a picture, like a Polaroid picture of her and like you, and then he was the one who took the picture. That fucking cuck.
You wanted to make sure you weren't even touching his wife's freaking chest.
Yeah, so I've been to a strip club 2 times.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was the library and then it was a think it used to be called Flesh. I don't know what it's called now in San Bernardino.
Oh yeah, me too.
Wait, oh yeah, that's the
Fights in almost both of them I've been in.
that's Captain Jack's.
Right. Yeah, he used to work there. He used to work.
I used to work at the dispensary Captain Jack, which is owned by the people that used to own Flesh. They turned it into a strip club, into a dispensary.
Smart.
Right.
Smart.
Yeah. So how common is it to have like plus 60-year-old strippers? Because the first time I went, there was 3 old ladies. And they were working the room.
Fuck.
And dude, they were sag, yeah.
Like, 60.
Wait a second. All right.
Possibly 70.
Yeah, young Nick here needs to hear the story.
Oh, man.
Do you know who Macho Man was?
Macho Man Randy Savage?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you remember Miss Elizabeth?
No. Who's that?
You know his wife?
No.
Ah,
This is the guy from Spider-Man?
Don't say the story. Miss Elizabeth was his wife. Well, it was, Miss Elizabeth was like the first woman of wrestling, essentially, that was real big. Anyway, it don't matter. Unless you know Miss Elizabeth, then you probably wouldn't do this story too much.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. If he wants to hear it, but I don't. If he doesn't know who these people are, fuck it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Long story short.
Long story short, he went to a strip club, and just do a long story short.
We took this guy from Australia to a strip club, and we went to 215, which is like the raunchiest strip club around. And there was this one old lady who looked like a lizard. And we said it looked like Miss Elizabeth crawled out of her grave and started stripping. So we got my buddy a lap dance with her, and there was no private area. We all just kind of like did this, and you could see.
Oh my goodness!
And then we come back. We said, Benny, so how was it? So well, she rubbed her tits in my face, and then she says, "Did you like that?" And I went, "Ooh yeah,
oh yeah."
I know balls sag. Does the lip sag?
Yeah, probably. Dude. It's gravity. Everything takes a toll on gravity. That's why they have vagina rejuvenation, dude. That's why they have that surgery. Right. It's like a facelift for your pussy. That's it. So, yeah, that's essentially it. But, I mean, we've had our run-ins at strip clubs, and I don't even know how we got into strip clubs. Oh, yeah, my mom took me to one. But, yeah, dude, there he is. The fully nude ones are pretty fucking scandalous. It's funny because there's no alcohol involved, so you got to get, like, an energy drink. And
but there's also, like, the real skeevy ones. They'll be selling drugs and shit throughout that, too.
That's what mostly the strip club's for. Yeah. So that's why there's always fights at the library.
So I've heard.
Well, that's my brother. My brother and my buddy I used to know a friend named Danny.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was a cocksucker too, but he used to deal drugs and stuff at the library, and they would always have fights. And they'd be like rival gangs, and there's a gang that it's almost like mafia owned because essentially they have protection, like in case shit goes down, like you kind of. But that's a big part of clubs are a big part of drugs and
strip clubs are real easy to launder money through because you got all those guys just giving you straight up singles. All you gotta say is, "Well, I had a good night," you know.
Yeah. I assume like every restaurant and bar is like kind of mafia owned in some way because there has to be a big man at the, protecting the fucking capital,
Well, I would say maybe some bars, but not restaurant. Maybe not anymore.
Captain Jack's / Flesh allegedly has mafia ties. The reason being is because, I worked there for a little over a year, and this place was like, it looked awesome inside and out. There's also a lounge, so you could smoke there. Unfortunately, when I got hired, it was around COVID, so the lounge was closed. But it was really nice looking, and I was like, how are they making all this money? And like none of their stuff was necessarily cheap. And one of the employees goes, no, they have mafia ties. Because if you pay attention to most regular startup dispensaries, they close within 3 to 6 months because they don't have the money to pay off all the permits and all of the, all the fees. Meanwhile, you've got these guys that allegedly have mafia ties who do have money to pay off the permits and fees.
Fucking fuck.
Big bank, take little bank.
You don't pay him, you pay me. I love The Sopranos, dude. Look at that's why I have Tony Soprano behind you, a big portrait of him. But
just you jerking it off.
I just jerk off, yeah.
The guy.
We did like a ghost. I do a show called The Bizarre and Unexplained, and we did like ghost spirit session. And dude, straight up heard an Italian guy say, "Hey, what's up?" after we called out Gandolfini.
It was Mario.
I don't know, dude. I mean, could have been whatever, but like he's like, hey, what's up? Just so happened.
Dead?
Yeah,
he's been dead for a while. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
He died like in 2019.
I think it was before that.
And then Don't Stop Believing played.
Hey, that is Journey.
Don't stop believing.
My wife got me into Sopranos, actually. We're on a little watch right now.
Yeah, man. So about you, like I said, you've been doing comedy very new, around pretty close to the same time I've been doing it. But you said you did a improv class in Redlands. How'd that go?
It was cool. I was super nervous there. Every class. I have huge stage fright, man. I don't know. Dude, I grew up real poor in the Dino, 7th at Mount Vernon. I grew up. And it's like everyone in the improv class, they seem like actors, like straight, like professional actors that like, I don't know, I guess.
Where exactly was this at in Redlands?
It's right by Taylor's, if you know Taylor's.
Yeah, downtown, dude.
Right at the Footlighters Theater.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go. Sure.
Yeah, they do an open mic at least once a month. Shout out Nick Gereich, my teacher.
Oh, it's actually tonight they have the improv class. I think they have one tonight.
We're going to bust in. I'm going to finish where I started.
They do Wednesdays, Fridays. The class I took was on Sundays. It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Improv 101. And then I took intro into scene writing. Yeah, man. I felt... I was like definitely... Actually, every now and then they'd get someone else who seemed a little newer, a little less polished than me, but...
You get more confidence doing this stuff?
Yeah, man. So... not yesterday, but the week before, I didn't drink very much at all, and I felt really good about it. And then last week, I did so good at the 3 Iron. I went home and was drinking some Glenfiddich.
Nice.
And then so at the W, I was a little more lit, and I forgot some of my punchlines and stuff. And it sucks because some of my premises is it's stuff you heard before, and then the punchline makes it original.
Sure.
So when I forget the punchline, I just look hack as fuck, you know? Just like, fuck. Now I just said something totally unoriginal.
Oh, yeah, like I said.
The part that made,
I always
Looks like
like
the
your
air caught in
shit.
headlights.
Yeah.
I always like your shit. I mean, there is, like I said, that one time I went from 3 Iron, and I think I always do okay at 3 Iron. But the one time I went to the W, I mean, I ate a bag of dicks, and I think I took the bag of dicks well. At least, I took the beating well. But whatever. There
was this guy at the 3 Iron last night, and he was not. Apparently, he's funny, but like he just was not having it that night. And he's like making all these Jewish jokes. And I'm all, funny, you don't look Jewish. Meanwhile, this guy looked yiddle Jewish.
Yeah. That's funny. Did you do good at the W last night?
I got some laughs. In fact, there was a white lady right up front that was laughing at all my shit. None of the comedians were really laughing.
Yeah, dude. Why didn't comedians don't laugh at anybody's shit at that W, dude? It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? God bless them. Shout out to the W and the Buddy System Comedy.
Yeah. Like I said, we're kind of being friends with them and shit. But like, I get it. Like nobody laughs. Like the fellow comics don't get. So how did Dick Power do last night? Nick.
He wasn't there last night.
He
wasn't there. He was there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he was there.
He was there. I see a picture.
Yeah, I had to bounce out early. I did a shift today. I picked up overtime today at Amazon.
Oh, nice.
So I had to bounce out early. Usually, if I could, I would stay every day and network with everybody after the show, but I haven't been able to do that the last 2 times.
What about you, DK? How did Dick Power do? Honestly,
I actually had like a date with me. So I went once I went up, I went back to her place and got laid, and then went to work.
Damn! So no one's seen Dick Power, huh?
Yeah.
There was a lot of people there from the pictures. How'd it go? Travis is very honest.
He's done a lot better. Last night he didn't get many laughs. He ate a lot of dicks last night, in my opinion. Dang. I could have heard crickets.
I think he needs to vet his jokes before he gets up there.
Dude,
the Hitler stuff, man. The Hitler stuff. It's not. It seems like he's way too pro Hitler.
Yeah, he was going on Hitler stuff last night.
He seems way too pro Hitler. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say most people don't like Hitler.
Except
He's definitely pro
Dick
Hitler.
Power.
Dude, that's why I tease him. I think I don't know if he gets it, but I always say, dude, say that killer Cosby joke. And it's like, it always bombs no matter what.
But to him, it's gold.
But to him, it's fucking gold. And I hype him up every time.
You're full of shit?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm fucking full of shit.
I thought you were serious.
No, dude, it's terrible. That's why I remember I told you before.
You know my memory's horrible.
Yeah, I said, DK, I said, should I tell Rich to stop saying the Cosby joke? And I'm like, at second thought, I'm not. I'm gonna let him do it.
I remember that. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell him it's awesome.
Yeah, I remember that.
Meanwhile,
So I don't know if he listens to this show, but fuck, Rich,
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
stop saying that
on
fucking
Dick Powers
joke.
Island.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
No, that's horrible though.
I think
It's so bad.
his Hitler joke, where the punchline is, we have 600 million reasons to hate him, whatever it is. That's funny, but he takes fucking forever
Right.
to get to it.
Well, he
takes forever to get to a lot of his
He
jokes,
does.
honestly.
Dude, I honestly thought, and I'm gonna tell you this, Nick, too, because you kind of know obviously Dick Power from all the shit, because he shows up all the time. But I always thought that like I was just gonna go to comedy to support Dick Power. Because he always would write comedy. He would always be the funniest guy in our group.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, you got to be a comedian. And we go do comedy.
And he hates dicks.
A bag of dicks everywhere we go. And he did it okay one time at the W when I did like shitty. He did okay. But like he said the same shit. Like I always switch my shit up. Like I don't say the same shit because I want to make you guys laugh. I don't give a fuck. Like I'll just say different shit. I'm like Corey. Like Corey, the bud tender, beer tender. Same shit. He says different shit every time. I say this. I say different shit too normally. Or
Your
I'll
stuff's more
twist it up.
funnier than Dick
The
Powers, though.
Dick Powers, yeah.
I motherfucked Randy Rhoads last night because of Juan.
Oh wow.
I said, Juan, I'm glad to see you here. I want to let you know, fuck Randy Rhoads.
Oh man, he probably got pissed.
Dude died in a hang gliding accident. Who does that?
So fuck you. I like Juan.
Yeah,
Juan's cool.
nothing against him, but I'm kind of like Randy Rhoads. You know,
He does like Randy Rhoads.
just a little too much.
Right. I gotcha. Yeah, he's a Randy Rhoads fan. Well, like I said, these guys came up to me and they invited me to do the main show, and I was like, cool, man, I appreciate it, but I'm busy. But that's cool. I mean, it's good to know that shit. And I'm only
won?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Juan came
Nick,
up to me.
do you
wanted to
think
do the
if
main
we
show.
gave you like the synopsis of who Yolanda was, you could come up with some jokes?
That's Rich's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a
Alright.
prep to bro.
Okay, she looks like Danny DeVito.
Kind of like a candidate.
She walks like a drunk ET.
She was a drug addict in the past.
She's crazy lazy.
She's super lazy.
Opinionated.
Never really
One
had a
flew
job.
over the cuckoo's nest.
Yeah, pretty much.
What else would we do? Shit on her.
Mormon.
Always asking for
Mormon.
money.
Yeah.
Something. Oh yeah,
Bad.
she did a GoFundMe to get their electric bill.
And you know what she was asking? $1,500.
Jeez.
And she's on poor people electric, where they only pay like $3 to keep the lights on.
Here's a great example of how fucking lazy she was. So say you're at your computer desk. This is the computer. Say the garage door is where the kitchen is. She would literally yell for somebody else to go get her food.
Oh my goodness. What a lazy fucking bitch. I am hosting it. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try to write some stuff, but I was expecting not to be there, but I said, fuck it, I'll be there.
Somebody messaged me when I sent them an invite. You know, they're all like, they go, "How is Yolanda?" Like when I sent them the invite to the thing.
Oh,
And-
that's hilarious.
And they go, "How is Yolanda?" I go, "Dead."
Yeah, dog.
6 feet
died.
underground.
Has there been a roast on somebody dead before?
Good question.
There probably has, but like, just not like.
There
in
probably has,
mainstream.
but not mainstream. But still very funny. And not by. I'm almost confident it's not by somebody's son, a mother's son. This is probably at first.
If you-
good point, Nick.
If you end up like kind of hanging around us a little bit more, you got to understand is that we are all sharks when it comes to blood in the water. we roasted Richard, and we had one of our friends who just wouldn't shut the fuck up, and I snapped and she's like, "Could you just shut up?" And next thing you know, these guys are like, they no sell any of my jokes. And I know they were golden, but they're like, and back of my head, I'm like, you sons of bitches. And I know you're doing it on purpose.
Dude, I went with SG the other day at a baseball game.
Oh, yeah.
And we drove back. That motherfucker's the worst driver
No.
I've ever been in the fucking car with. I'm never going to ride in the car with him again. He was fucking cutting people off, high beaming people. I said, do you always drive like shit? He was fucking on one, dude. He had a lot of drinks. I had like a couple
We were
beers.
coming from Anaheim, right?
Yeah. Exactly, Doug. I'm so happy I'm here today to do the podcast. I know SG listens to this shit. SG's don't fucking drive like shit, because on the way there, he drive good. On the way back,
Learn from me. Learn from me.
shit. He was the worst. I don't know what, if we were pulled over, he'd be fucked.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if you
Maybe he was trying to kill you because he was pissed at the way everything went down.
Is he not white? He's not white?
no, he's Mexican.
Oh, yeah, he's fucked if he gets pulled
yeah,
over.
he's fucked. Exactly. Yes.
You're being deported back to Mexico.
God will not save you. I assure you, dude.
When
California Highway Patrol doesn't care where you work.
when Powers saw that picture, he cut a promo.
I saw him
really?
put ew.
What, on the mic or like?
No, just like I went over to his house the other day,
What'd
like
he
2
say?
days ago.
What'd he say?
Oh, he was just like, look at Chuck hanging out with that fucking sellout and this and this. And he
Oh my
he wasn't
God.
giving you shit. He was just like mad that you guys were hanging out.
God. Oh yeah. You can smoke right there, dude. I don't give a fuck. Light it
Thank you,
up,
thank you.
son. Light it up. How was that old fashioned?
Oh, yeah, I meant to say, first old fashioned, it was good. Citrusy, not too sweet. I guess that's
Very
what the
herbal,
bitters are
right?
for. Yeah, it's good.
Very good, huh? Goes down
Hey,
good.
Bucks, day 12.
Good, dude. Good for you.
Sober?
How you feeling?
Fine.
Like better?
My ulcer's gone. No stomach cramps. I'm not having any kind of nausea. So yeah, I'm
Let me
good.
see your eyes.
Yeah, I was about to say, so I've been listening. So you were the yellow-eyed demon, eh?
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, let
They
me
call
make
me
sure.
Now they're
Yellow
back to normal.
Yellow. You guys know that Dawn of the
Hold on, let me see your eyes.
I'm Scott Farkas.
Hold on, let me get your. Let me get the light in there.
Nobody gets that reference, Scott Farkas, from Christmas Story.
I don't.
Yeah, they're definitely looking better.
They're not yellow.
Could be an ulcer.
We did.
Cirrhosis of the liver.
Rich fixed my car a few days ago,
Oh,
and he was like, "Why don't you try non-alcoholic?" So I was like, "Okay." And at first we went and got O'Doul's, but O'Doul's had 0.05. Yeah.
holy shit! What the fuck was
Hit
that?
up your street.
That was someone around the corner.
Something fucking just hit a fucking wall or something.
No, it was fireworks. Dude, it was fireworks.
Yeah, like I said, it was right.
Holy
It lit up your
shit.
street.
Thank God my dog is deaf. Fucking dog is fucking deaf. Nick, what the fuck, dude? Someone tried to assassinate your ass with the fucking. Is this Grand Theft Auto? Holy shit, dude! This is East Island. He thought he was in a nice neighborhood.
Wrong.
You're wrong
Wait,
again.
was that fireworks or gunshots?
Dude, that
That
was
was
fucking
fireworks.
fireworks
That
like
lit
a
up the street,
motherfucker.
dude.
Dude, I do got some Mexican neighbors down the street.
Dude,
They've been here
those
this
are
year.
illegal.
This is their first 4th of July, dude, but they don't fuck around.
First 4th of July.
They're trying to call Dick Power over.
Oh my God.
So 4th of July, you
Guys,
blow stuff up.
We have fucking headphones on. That's why they didn't fuck with us as much. But you heard it, folks. You heard this shit in the fucking mic.
That shit was loud.
That shit was loud as fuck. I
Michelle
swear,
looked like
dude,
she was ready to kill
the whole
somebody.
the whole fucking garage lit up, and then fucking Michelle booked it out there like she was LAPD. Holy shit.
I saw the look on her face.
Dude, I'm telling you, without these headphones, we probably would have been tripping too. But we're kind of deaf like Coco. Oh, shit.
Coco.
She was sleeping through it.
Did somebody fart?
Yeah, she's look at her, just like, what the fuck?
How old is she?
Go.
12.
12. Oh, okay.
12 or 13.
So,
Something like
One
that.
of these years.
my wife had a dog. She got her when she was 12, her 12th birthday. Just passed away in March.
It's the worst.
Would have been 17 in April.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was a good boy, Stu. Shout out Stu.
Yeah, shout out to Stu. What kind of dog was Stu?
He was a Chihuahua, little mutt.
Oh,
He was the
fuck
cutest
yeah.
Chihuahua, not yippy. Didn't have a little tiny annoying head. Like he kind of
Right.
You look like a mini.
Where can I get like a free dog?
They live forever. Chihuahuas.
Yeah, oldest dog I ever knew.
You get a free dog at the fucking pound. The pound.
Where's the nearest pound?
Should be one in San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
You ever have a dog die on you? It makes it hard to
No,
finish.
Oh,
I had
Makes
to
it
put,
hard to finish.
I had to put.
It would too. It would. Anyway.
Oh,
Hey,
dear
thanks for
Lord.
singing my praises at the beginning of the episode, man. It was great.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I thought you, not to jerk off Rich, but I thought you guys both been doing it for years. You guys seem very professional.
Yeah.
Not Rich that much, but
he kind of fucking sucks.
your mom's a legend too. But
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. My mom's only done it 2 times. I told her to go up there. She was full of excuses. Like, I don't think I said, just fucking do. Who cares? Who cares what you think? And she did it. But yeah, we used to do pro wrestling back in the days, or backyard wrestling, and we got used to talking shit on the mic, and we do the podcast. So that's why we do this shit. Anyways, what kind of drugs you do?
first tried ecstasy when I was 14. First
Really?
time telling the story on air.
Yeah, how'd you like it?
dude.
It was cool. So I went to the Fox Theater in San Bernardino.
Oh
No,
yeah.
no,
What
yeah,
year?
yeah,
What
yeah.
year? What year?
Respect,
So-
Respect.
Mad respect.
So I was 14, so it must have been 2009, 2010.
Shit,
I was,
maybe I was there.
Oh, you worked there, huh?
Well, no, because they did some wrestling shows there, and then like later in the evening, once we got rid of the ring,
He remembers your shows.
So you go there, right? And just every 2 seconds, somebody walks up. And it's
X?
like, ecstasy.
What?
You want to buy some X? You want to buy some X?
X gonna give it to you. X gonna
Every
give it
2
to you.
seconds. somebody-
That's crazy. So is that the only drug you've done?
I've done X, shrooms, fucking. Oh man, I hope my mom doesn't hear this.
Mom, I was on a podcast today discussing the drugs I do.
You guys ever take shrooms? It's practically
Yeah.
legal now. Any weed delivery, any weed place will have shrooms now.
I don't take
I
shrooms
haven't, I
anymore.
don't.
Never done shrooms.
I've been taking the chocolate. Chuck, you ever?
No, I haven't.
I'll
I
bring you
was
some
always-
chocolates,
I was
bro. That'd
always-
be a good show.
I was always fucking scared and paranoid, dude. Because like, the thing is, after I go past 5 or 10 milligrams of edibles, I fucking turn into a statue.
If you got some chocolates
Past
now,
maybe
shit.
in the 50s.
I'm a daily smoker. I need like 200, 400 to feel
Oh shit!
Hey, if you got any chocolates, sharesies.
Not on me, man.
you go
Next time.
fucking you go. So you're a daily smoker.
Mushroom chocolates or edible chocolates?
Huh?
Because I smoke flower. I don't do edibles really.
I don't smoke.
You do shroom chocolates?
I've never done shroom chocolates. I might try it.
Hey, well, no, invite me back on
can't-
this show.
I can't
you know, maybe
do I
I'll become
can't
a
do
regular.
regular shrooms anymore, only because I the last 2 trips I had were pretty bad. Thank you, Dick Power.
But
Hey man,
See what happens when you don't come to the show, you bastard.
no,
Dick Power gave you shrooms.
no, Dick Power was supposed to watch me so as to make sure I was calm and cool and collected. And the second they kicked in, he fucked off. And I'd go looking for him, all freaked out. Just, hey, Rich, I need you to watch me, man. He's like, okay. And then I go sit down in that one chair in the living room, and it felt like I was Alice in Wonderland in some humongous fuck chair. And like,
you ate the wrong cake.
yeah, eat me, drink me, bitch.
DK here has done DMT.
Ooh, I've smoked DMT and I've taken ayahuasca, which is DMT, and
Oh wow!
searing rue, which is a MOAI inhibitor.
Fuck.
I used to love like pharmaceuticals and stuff. Like,
Wow.
I'm not well versed in it anymore. But,
How was your trip? Like, what did you see? Because he's seen The Simpsons.
I always say I always say it's more like colors.
Well, you saw the grid, right?
like pulsing and stuff.
Kind of, yeah. They
I
call
would-
it the grid.
Oh, around the
I
world.
haven't heard
You see
this.
the grid?
No, it's basically like, okay, you know how like there are those oh god, what are those things where you look inside it and you spin the wheel and the designs come up?
Oh, I know what you're talking
Wheel
about. The like telescope. things.
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope, yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
The grid looks like the kaleidoscope.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit! I don't think I could do that, guys. I'm such a fucking weak suck when it comes to fucking drugs. Like, I don't do anything now, but I've only done weed, and
Same here.
I don't fucking, dude. I don't do anything.
Done
I
weed and
drink.
edibles.
I drink
We
during the podcast. but
new game for the
very
for the game
fashionably.
show. We all take Viagra and see who gets boner.
Oh, dude, boner pills.
I actually had to be on Viagra for a little bit from my accident.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you continue doing it.
But let's take Viagra, put on a little.
There's nothing wrong with little Viagras, dude.
Ooh, wait a minute. No. Viagra roulette. So we get one Viagra pill.
Hey, stop trying to trick us.
and then everybody else is like a fucking Tic Tac, and they just take it.
Oh, Dick Power, Dick Power, you're listening to this? DK's trying to convince us to show us our dicks again. He's so
Dude,
gay.
you know my dick is magic, man.
Dude, he's trying to get everyone's dick to be shown to him. He's trying to do little tricks.
Let me see that
You're
dick.
gonna be the first one because your bitch ass ain't here.
He's always doing that shit. I seen his shirt the other day.
Because I know you can't do. I know you're too much of a chicken shit to do it. That's why.
It had Barney, and it said, "Hey, let's go down in the basement and pretend to touch each other's dicks."
All right, so here's the challenge.
Uh-oh.
We all take Viagra, and then we put on a little child porn. First one to get a boner is a pedophile.
Whoa!
What, a little
Back
CP?
the porn bus up a second.
Hey Nick.
I'm just,
Hey Nick, you had me at hello.
Yeah, you'd be the only one.
Sponsored by Amber's List or
Or is it sponsored by Bud Light?
Megan's Law.
Megan's Law. Why they all meet up here?
I like the idea of playing of the villain, the crazy, just the worst thing of anything you could say, you know.
See, that's why we loved Richard back when we were younger, because he was just the most diabolical, evilest motherfucker we knew.
He was, and then
he had a kid.
And then he had a kid.
And then he had a kid.
He don't give a fuck, dude. He's still fucking.
All that rubbed off on his
diabolical.
kid.
Exactly. His kid's gonna be the worst out of all of us. all that pressure.
Hey, he's still around for his kid though. That's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Sometimes he is.
I give my dad a lot of shit, but he's always there. I could call him anytime. He's still with my mom. Only one of my friends that could say that growing up.
Do you live with your parents?
No, they moved out when I was like, they moved out of
They
state.
moved out of.
They moved
out of your house.
We can't handle you anymore.
We're gonna move out. You need to
just
stay.
You can just have this place. We're leaving.
My sister had her first kid, and they all moved to Oregon.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what's fun to do in Oregon?
Weed.
Pack up and leave.
You know, Oregon, there is so racist. They said they banned slavery when Oregon was made a state, not because they think slavery is wrong, but because that would mean that black people were existing in Oregon. And they didn't want that. They said no slavery, no blacks.
Damn you, critical race.
Damn you.
Hey, they just repealed that. You guys heard that? Harvard's going to be full of Asians now.
Oh, that's bullshit. Yes.
Shit.
That is bullshit. Anyways, hey, we're going to take a break. We're going to refill on some liquor. More Bucks Effect when we come back.
What do I get?
Nothing.
This is a song about corn nuts, an intensely crunchy snack. It's not about anything else.
Go to your room and lock the door, 'cause when you try it once, you want to try it some more. Size doesn't matter, and that's a fact. It might be small, but it's a big impact. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell. Everybody does it, they like it a lot. You can do it in school, just don't get caught. It takes a few minutes if you don't delay. Take your time, it could last all day. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell.
Corn nuts, an intensely crunchy corn snack, comes in 7 nut-busting flavors.
Jog on.
Yeah, see there. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are fucking back.
Woo!
That was a good commercial, and I'm happy commercials are back in this program because we lost funding
From Lux Bidets?
from Lux Bidets, but we now have new sponsors, and that last commercial that played was solid. Okay, that was money. They call that money. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, call you ching. That means money.
Who you sponsored
Just
by?
call me Ching.
That last commercial. That we haven't thought of yet.
and support them because we believe that
Yes,
product.
we believe in that product.
They got an awesome product.
Believe in that
I
product.
invested.
My name is DK Murphy, and I support this message.
Yeah, great commercials on this program. And so we're back, and Nick was telling us how he murdered somebody at a park, but he didn't want to discuss it on the podcast. We're like, okay, we got your back, dude.
We'll leave it out.
And we're gonna leave that out.
Succombi Park.
Dude, there's so many bodies that they found when they drained that fucking.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, it was like the fucking River of the Dead. Guys, if you don't know what San Bernardino is, it's pretty bad. And I actually grew up on E and Magnolia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I lived in San Diego for a very long time, Imperial Beach, and I came to my stupid stepdad, bought a house for $100,000, almost no money. It was a big place. And he's like, yeah, it's in San Bernardino. It's the hood of the whole United States. And he's like, it's a great idea. And I'm too stupid as a kid. And I don't know. We don't know as kids. We just know we were in a new school, which was new to me. And San Bernardino High School. And that's where I met most of these turds. But, yeah, it was a crazy fucking place to grow up. And it was the hood, dude. Like, but just like DK was saying during the commercial break, you know, if you can walk. I used to work at Baker's on Highland next to
The cemetery.
No.
That's one. There's one there. If you go a little further down,
It's closer
next
to
Oh,
George's
that
Burgers.
one. Okay.
Next to George's Burgers
Yep,
and
I know both of them.
Alberto's
Oh, okay, yeah.
by the freeway.
George's
Baseline.
Burgers number 7. Shout out.
Richardson
Shout
Middle
out,
School.
That's great.
Richardson Middle School is across the way.
Exactly. So I used to go there, and I used to work at that Baker's, and that Baker's got robbed all the time. And there was one time it got robbed, and I was not there when it got robbed. I was there one time when it got robbed, but they robbed us through the drive-through, and we had the shield up. You know, and he's like, roll down the window. Because we noticed we were trying to give the boot to the car, and the car took off. He said, roll down the window. We said, no, you have to have a car.
Dipshit.
You fucking piece of shit. You got to have a car.
You can't rob
And they go,
us without a car.
no, roll down the window. Well, fuck no. and our manager was on the on duty at the time.
He had a gun?
No, he didn't show us a gun. He just
Okay,
said,
if
roll
they
down
had a
the
gun,
window.
I'll drop into the floor.
Right. So he didn't have a gun. And then so we wait like a minute, and we hear sirens like, what the fuck? And he said, hey, was there a black guy around here? Lots of black guys.
Unfortunately.
San Bernardino, all you got to do is ask them to smile.
Be specific.
You can't throw a rock without hitting one.
Ask them to smile. You'll find them all.
Yeah. Duh. And
Can't throw a crack rock.
I guess he told the people in front of him, the one that left and didn't get their food, he said, hey, I'm going to rob this motherfucker, so you need to get lost, and I'm going to rob him. Dumbass. Stupidest criminals. So
Well, we know they're not all smart.
they
so.
moved, and then he tried to rob us, and we said, fuck off. And then we had a security guard that would come every like 2-3 hours, and he used to be a stripper. He was actually really funny. I used to like clown him all the time.
So he was used to the uniform.
He was just in uniform. Yeah, because all the girls liked him. He used to have this stash. He was like half black, but he was a good. I mean, he was a good looking dude. No homo. But he was a good looking dude. And he said, "Yeah, dude, I used to be a stripper." And he used to do like the sign. He's all like the dance. And I'm like, "Dang, dude!" And he's like, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I used to be a stripper. I used to make money like that." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then he goes, "Yeah," but he was never there. Like anytime we got robbed, it was fucked up. But
The one
We got
time he's
robbed.
not there.
but
could you
Dick Power was there when we got robbed a couple times.
Could you imagine though that the former stripper, now security guard, like how he tries to detain the guy? Don't move.
Right? Yeah.
He's a Chippendale dancer.
I can
He
touch
was
you.
good too.
I can touch you. You can't touch me.
He was funny as fuck. Like I said, he was funny because all the girls, all the older fucking Taco Tina and everybody were all liking him. But he's like, all the girls that work there are like tired as fuck, dude. They're like retired moms. And now they're probably still moms, but they look retired. And they walk like retired wrestlers. But no, anyways, Dick Power. Here's the deal. Places get robbed normally in the morning time. Believe it or
Oh,
not,
wow.
the morning time. It's weird.
Like what 5 a.m. or like more like 8 a.m. or
8 a.m., 9 a.m. They usually get robbed in the morning time when it comes to places that get held up. So Dick Power's there, and the main manager, his name was Richard, and Richard was, and our buddy Dick Power's there, and the guy came with a shotgun, and he goes, put your hands up, and then the manager fucking dove and then just hit the fucking floor. And then the black lady that worked there as a shift manager, her name was like Yolanda. Or I think her name was Yolanda. She's like, get your ass up, Richard. And he goes, yeah, get your ass up. And then he goes, like, give me the money, right? And he's like, oh, yeah. And the safe takes 10 minutes to open. So once you put the code in, it takes 10 minutes to open. So
They're just chilling with the robber.
So the robber's like, he's like, what? Give me the money. And then he's like, oh, it takes fucking 10 minutes to open. He's like, well, make me a burrito.
I got time to wait.
And he goes,
and I'm a chocolate shake too.
put some cheese in that motherfucker, some sour cream. And he had to make him a burrito, right? And he ate the burrito while the 10 minutes. Which is the most gangster move of all time.
Did they catch
That's
the guy?
Alpha.
Yeah, they catch most of them.
Well, because I'm like saying you got 10 minutes and you're making a burrito. I'm sure there's a button to hit to call for the
No,
police.
there isn't.
There isn't?
No.
Oh, my
Not even the little security.
There's no button. You have to call.
What?
911.
Wow.
There's no button at Baker's.
In
at
the
least at
dirty,
time.
dirty Dino?
Dude, you would think how many times we got robbed, they would just like, okay, let me give you guys a fucking pic. Let me paint a picture for you. Okay, in San Francisco, the way you get Chinese food from nowadays or food from restaurants down there is through a bulletproof window.
sounds about right.
And in Vegas, when I just got back from Vegas, the Walgreens down there, all the products are on this LED screen, and you have to tell them what you want, and they have it at the register. Two security guards get your shit. They take your order. What do you want? I want the fucking Modelo's, and I want the fucking Sunny D.
And
You want the Modelo
condoms.
Sunny D? We had a Sunny D. Well, give me the fucking whatever you got. Okay. You want? Okay, cool. And then they said, I'll bring it to the register. What the fuck? Even the Hungry Men fucking frozen dinners were at the register.
Dude,
That's
like
the world we live in.
I remember one of the last times I was in Vegas and we went to like a Walgreens or CVS, something like that. And there were like 3 or 4 little slot machines over in the corner. I'm like, who decides to go to like, Walgreens and get some things like, you know what? Let me spend about $10 on the slot machines.
Exactly.
On the
What the
slot
fuck?
machines?
Yeah.
Go to.
Well, somebody played a slot machine at the airport, Las Vegas airport, won $1 million. Recently that happened. So
Yeah,
yes.
I saw that. It's called Ocean's 13.
So yeah, right,
That
I've
guy's
seen
an
that movie.
actor. He's a
I've seen that
crisis
movie.
actor. They're just trying to. I think casino owners invented religion, to try to increase hope among the idiots.
Oh,
Well, they definitely invented
probably,
taxes.
dude. That's crazy. I know, dude. I lose. I do. Sometimes I do good at casinos. Sometimes I do bad. I mean, recently I lost some money. But it is what it is. I don't bet a lot. I bet $100. If I lose $100 and whatever, if I win money, then if I win more than $100, I'm okay. If I double my money, I'm gone.
See, I gambled once in Vegas right after I got married. We eloped in Vegas, and so I'm in the gas station about to head out of Vegas, and I put $10 in. My wife's in the bathroom, so I had nothing better to do. So I put $10 in, just playing blackjack, regular old blackjack. I lose the first 2 hands. I win 3 in a row. It's $250 to play. So I was down 5, and then I was up 7. I turned $10 into $12.50. Long story short,
That's
and then
good.
Oh,
fucking
shit.
cashed out. Fuck you, Vegas.
There you go.
idiots.
That's how you do it.
$1,250, huh?
I think the mic.
No, he's saying $12.
$12 or $1,250?
$12.50. But so I made
Oh.
I made $2.50.
Well, that's a pathetic story then. I was getting excited
They
for
say,
you.
Do you think if he had that kind of money, he'd be living in San Bernardino?
they say the house always
Yeah.
wins, but not in my case.
Yeah.
I don't know if the
Is it headphones?
or the mic.
Let me jiggle your headphones.
Yeah.
How about that? You hear better?
1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah? You can still hear?
Now I can hear. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Cutting
We're
in
good.
and out.
No, yeah, we're
it's
good.
fine.
Good.
We'll continue.
It's a piece of shit.
You guys
It's
hear
not
my
the
voice?
best. Not the best.
Did you
Yeah.
hear about those
Okay.
2
Yeah,
celebrities
as long as
that
I'm not
died?
cutting out, that's fine.
Can you hear? You hear okay?
I can hear fine.
Yeah.
Did you hear about those 2 guys that they found that are dead now?
It's cutting it out, but I can
Right.
hear you guys in the room.
Okay,
It's
never
fine.
mind.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
Perfect now?
perfect.
Okay.
I'm not
Keep
just
you
lying to
moving.
make the show go on.
Right.
Sure.
I have to fucking blow my finger here. Hopefully you can still hear. Yeah? It went out again?
No. It
Oh.
was never going out. It was just like
You can hear one-
and it would cut out for like one.
Oh, that's
bad
weird.
Cell phone reception. But as long as I'm being recorded.
Yeah, yeah,
fuck
you
what
are.
I could hear you guys perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I can hear you. You're on. You're being recorded. Let me make sure.
Audio.
Gatorade. H2O. Gatorade.
H2O.
I really question if I'm retarded or not. I think I'm just autistic, or as I say, I'm autastic.
You doing a bit right now?
Do you have trouble making eye contact?
I do, bro. I do. I have to force it. But I'm also a people person. You know, it's all vibes, you know. I don't know. Do you guys?
I don't know if I believe that.
It's like as soon as if I think I made a bad impression, then I'm just gonna close up. You know.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, man, I've made so many bad impressions.
Oh, he's the worst. You're the worst. You're Mr. Bad
You're the worst of the
Impression.
worst.
That's your nickname, Mr. Bad Impressions.
You look like a Who and the Duck Dynasty guys had a kid.
The Who Dynasty. No, dude, for sure. I hear what you're saying. Sometimes I used to get anxiety pretty bad. It's off and on sometimes, and I'll get it pretty bad. Sometimes when I play slot machines and I'm winning, and I think like a big jackpot's coming, I get really bad anxiety. I don't know why. Because I'm gay.
Yeah, you're gay.
But if I was, I would want equal rights. So tell us some crazy shit, Nick. I mean, what's next for you, dude? What are you thinking? I mean, you gonna keep on moving this career along and try to make as many connections as you can, or?
Yeah, I'm writing horror stories right now. Trying to get
that's cool.
some horror stories written. Have you guys like horror movies?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love Terrifier. Terrifier 2 is really great. I like what they did with the woman and how she was like an angel or something.
What is it?
Terrifier 2, the clown.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Did you see it?
No, they just never really interest me.
Really? Have you seen the first one?
First one was good.
I mean,
haven't seen the second one.
I have seen the
I've seen a
first.
handful of killer clown movies that have been out for the last 5 or 6 years. Not to mention Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Classic.
That's a classic one, but that's the 80s one.
I know, but that's the
They're still pretty
pinnacle.
scary. I see it. You know,
hell yeah.
that makeup is scary. But no, yeah. See Terrifier 2. Saw it in theaters.
You go to Midsummer Scream at all?
What's that?
You ever heard of it? It's a huge Halloween convention. It's happening
It's out now in Long Beach at the Long Beach Convention
I
Center.
go to it every year usually, but I'm going to be in Washington this year.
Are they on Instagram?
They
Yeah,
might
dude.
be.
Go there, Nick.
Dude,
You'll appreciate
I'm
it,
telling you, I went there in 2015. I got to meet Kane Hodder. I got to meet what's his name from
Harry Potter.
No, not Harry Potter. Captain Spaulding.
Okay.
I got
He's
to-
still alive?
No,
No, he's dead.
Hold on.
he did. House of a Thousand Corpses.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I got to meet him before he died.
Is he black or is he white? Because I can't tell.
He's white.
Right. I
He's
don't
just
know.
I always
tan.
want to say he's mixed, but
mix. He's probably a mix.
I think. Yeah,
Recognize this guy?
and then this
he
year
looks
there was one I
familiar,
wanted to go
yes.
to in
Midsummer's
Pasadena.
Nightmare.
He's been
Midsummer Scream.
He's been missing for 4 years. They just
Nightmare
found
would
his
have been
remains.
better, right?
It is freaking awesome. The cool thing is I haven't been there since 2015, but when I went there, they have the people from Dark Harbor that worked the Queen Mary.
Like
And
Horrorcade?
they had all the actors from the Dark Harbor freaking at the convention. They were running up and sliding outside, and they have freaking haunted houses, like little haunted houses.
Haunted houses.
inside.
I'm always like, they're not gonna get me, and then they always get me.
So they have haunted houses there. They have a bunch of vendors. They have shows. Dude, take you and your lady there. You'll thank me later.
It is freaking awesome.
I usually go there on Sundays because it's not as packed, but it gets packed.
Okay.
There's a lot of people there, but you'll have so much fun, Nick. It's right up your alley.
Yeah, you're going to get laid.
I love going dressed up. So
Go with Trayvon. Trayvon, take you.
So I was 5 years old and I watched Child's Play 2.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And then they rented Child's Play 2 because Bride of Chucky just came out or something. Maybe they just rented Child's Bride of Chucky later on. But
Nice.
yeah, Child's Play 2 is a work of art. The last act at, at the factory,
when he gets it all fucked
good
up.
filmmaking, just like regardless of horror or not.
Yeah.
And
You live.
Dude, Child's Play back in the day was freaking.
I would wake up hysterical, crying. I thought Chucky was gonna break through like the walls.
Oh, yeah,
I would go interrupt my parents, like, let me sleep in your bed, and then I pee their bed. They're waking up soaking pissed.
Wake up.
I think for me, mine was Jason Voorhees. I'd be watching some of the movies, and then I'd freak out. I'd look out my back door to see if he was standing there.
Dude, I like Friday the 13th. I love how many they are. I love Friday the 13th.
I just don't like the remake they did in 2019. I
haven't seen a lot. I just watched the first 30 minutes of Scream, the sequel, and then the first 10 minutes of Scream, the first one with what's the Mexican girl? She's in Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega. Yeah, I like the opening of Scream. You guys seen both of them, I assume?
That would be.
I haven't seen the newest one. I saw the last one.
So Jenna Ortega was in Scream 5, and then the newest one is Scream 6.
Yeah, so I just watched 30 minutes of Scream 6, and it's good. I won't ruin the beginning then.
Oh yeah, because the beginning is a whole other thing.
Yeah, because all right, I'll just say this: they have one guy be Scream, and then they have another guy. It's in the
Of course.
it's in the first little bit. It's great,
Just like the first one was.
and the kills are good. They're good kill scenes. But yeah, I aspire to write some good horror. I have some ideas.
They're talking about making a Scream 7 and having Matthew Lillard come back. Because technically,
love Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, I love him too.
Shaggy himself.
Steve-O.
You guys seen all the memes? He's become like a something of a myth. Like Shaggy uses 1%, and it's always the Matthew Lillard one.
Well, it's the thing is like, okay, so in the first Scream movie, he gets his head crushed by TV, but realistically, the TV dropped from like less than a foot. It wouldn't kill you.
Right.
So they're thinking of like, him being in like jail, all messed up and mentally fucked, and go on from there.
Yeah, well, fuck that program.
I liked him in 13 Ghosts.
Now, Insidious.
That was a great movie.
Insidious
Yo,
is
bro,
coming
you
out,
ain't
guys.
nothing but a bitch.
I haven't seen any of those movies. But
You haven't seen any of
I
these?
want to believe they're good, but
They are.
dude. Around the time
They're
they
so
came out,
good.
like there's so many shit horror films.
Well, see,
Oh, God,
here's the thing.
yes.
I'll check them out.
The three main franchises that came out around the time were all done by the same people. So there's Insidious, The Conjuring, and The Nun. The Nun and The Conjuring are kind of in the same universe.
Those are really good though.
And Insidious is its own thing, but like the first Insidious is really good. But here's the thing: you can't be like on your phone. You have to really give it your attention because there are just these little itty bitty things. They're not even really like jump scares, but they just kind of build up and build up.
Yep.
And build
Did you guys
up.
like the Ryan Reynolds Amityville Horror?
No.
I saw that in theaters. I really liked it. But all right, so here's my idea. I like to write about like what scares me. So whenever I take out the trash to the dumpsters, I always picture a guy in the dumpster just popping up and stabbing me.
Right. Is he black?
Not bad. Okay.
Is he black?
He's always my father.
I am your father.
So Jew. He's a Jew.
You got an F?
No, but it's like, how do you plan for that? I guess you could bring a gun or a knife every time you go to take out the trash. But
I guess you never heard of
do you
Garbage
feel that
Day.
way when you take out the trash? Like
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
So, have you ever seen like a prank where somebody's hiding in the dumpster?
Yeah.
Maybe,
There-
yeah.
There's so many of them on YouTube.
So I like watching that stuff, and then
Oh, hell yeah.
now I go to the trash. And
There was even one on
Yeah.
one video.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was up in Vegas where a girl walked into a convenience store and there was a bunch of clowns, and they acted like there was someone lying down like they got murdered, and then the clowns came walking out and she freaking flipped, and they just started
Oh,
chasing her.
dude.
I love watching that shit.
My stepsister, she's a crackhead now, but
Shout out crack.
is scared of fucking zombies. She gets fucking scared, and it makes sense because she's on drugs. But she is super terrified of zombies, dude.
You ever seen there's a movie, I think it was Zombies Clown Strippers.
Ooh, that's
Work
something-
of-
that
I
Heard of it?
sounds kinky.
They still haunt my dreams. All my wet dreams.
There's even one
My wet dreams.
that you can tell is done like overseas, where the people walk into like a underground parking structure, and they see, and then all of a sudden there's a clown, and he's got this big old wooden mallet, and there's a dummy.
I've
And
seen
he
that.
takes the
I've seen
mallet and
that.
he slams it on the head, and then he starts chasing him out of the parking structure. It is freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I think some of those videos are.
I got it for you. When I was doing security at a homeowners association, it was around the time when like people were running around dressed as clowns, scaring people. Right. And I get a call at the guard check. There's a guy dressed around the corner of this street. He's dressed like a clown. He's scaring people. Can you maybe go do something? I'm like, all right. And I literally just turn the corner, and I see him turn the other corner, and he like starts running at me like, as if he's gonna. And I'm like, fuck this! And I ran after him, and he went, oh shit, never mind.
Oh fuck that shit.
There was what do you think of the remake, the first one?
Good. I'm glad you had, because I haven't seen the part 2. But
Part 2 is great.
I didn't like any of the scenes where it was trying to be scary, like especially when it was all big.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 18 wasn't scary, and then just like when they do the motion capture, he's dancing, but his face is still
right.
It wasn't scary. He looked like a chicken. If you ever played with a chicken,
I get that.
Their heads are motion.
I loved it, Travis.
Really?
I
love the original.
I actually have I have my own clown character named Bubbles, and the day it came out, the day it came out, me and my old roommate went to go see it, so I went dressed as my clown. And there's people wanting to get pictures with me and everything. We get up to the box office, and they're like, you know, they're not gonna let you in with that, right? So I had to freaking take my mask off, and man, when I got out though, freaking a friend of ours that went with us, like I found out a couple days later when he left. He went by the gas station, and one of the gas attendants told him, she's like, hey, you might want to be careful. There's a killer clown on the loose.
Hey, shout out Amazing Jonathan. Remember when you were a kid and you used to blow bubbles?
I remember that joke.
He's back in town. Jonathan.
He is.
One of my inspirations for sure. Amazing
He's
Jonathan.
definitely underground right now.
Yeah. Love Amazing.
Is he still alive?
No, he died 2 years ago.
Did you guys see the documentary? It was on Hulu.
I did.
Yeah, dude. That was
loved it, dude.
Yeah, I saw that on Comedy Central Presents when I was a little baller. When I was just a little girl.
There's this one trick that he does, or there's this one joke that he does. You probably can't see it unless you really look on YouTube. It was one of the very first specials he did for Comedy Central before Comedy Central like really hit it big. It was called Lounge Lizards. And he's got a Jack in the Box, and he's playing it, and he's trying to do the whole like, and it's not opening. So then he turns up, the clown is hung himself. So no, look, there's a note. I can't take that song anymore.
Dude, he was definitely like, would you consider him a prop comic? I would say, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a magician comic. It's really kind of a crossover.
Better than Carrot Top. Fuck you, Carrot Top.
I like Carrot Top. I actually do like Carrot Top. I think he's really great with
Dimitri Marin.
He's pretty good. Well, I mean,
loved him as a kid, and then he had his own show.
Well, he's good
I
in
was like
small
Gallagher
increments.
too.
Huh?
I liked Gallagher.
Yes.
I go back and forth, and I'm like, no, just stand there and hold the mic. Don't do anything. I'm like, nah, do some.
Gallagher was
I'm a
great.
physical guy. Like.
When you gonna smash some fruit?
What if he just put a gay guy there, just smashed his head, smashing
People
fruit?
ask me, "Hey, gay Gallagher." It was Black Gallagher.
Man.
Remember Black Gallagher?
That's true. That was real. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Black Gallagher. Why you gotta smash some fruit?
Pee on me, you son of a bitch.
I guess the crazy part is like his brother looked exactly like him and stole his whole gimmick.
Well, no. It wasn't that he stole his gimmick. It's he was given permission to be Gallagher on the East Coast.
He licensed it.
Yeah, but he then went over his brother's head and started doing concerts that he didn't know about.
Under the table.
Well, who cares?
Yeah.
Like at this point,
Well, because
if you got a brother looks exactly like you.
He was supposed to give him a percentage.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, how greedy are you gonna be?
If Gallagher's not hack,
let me tell you something.
What
if
is hack?
If me and DK look the same, and DK said, "Chuck, I want to do shows on the East Coast," I'm like, by all means, if you can get booked, do your shit. Just don't steal my jokes. I'll let him be me. I don't give a fuck.
No, he was doing stand up in his territory.
Who cares?
Well, obviously Gallagher cared
enough to smash fruit more.
Yeah, he was running out of watermelons, bro.
What if one of Michael Jackson's brothers just started doing all of Jackson Michael's stuff?
That's right.
Then all of a sudden he went from black to white again.
I gotta write that.
Michael Jackson reincarnated.
See, Nick's over there writing shit down. All these ideas are popping in his head.
Hey,
Tito, Marlon, Jermaine.
I fashioned myself a writer.
Good. Dude, my dad used to make up stories on how he would like meet, like he met Michael Jackson. Dude, my dad is like Big Fish. You ever see that movie Big Fish?
Danny DeVito.
Where he makes it's
No, Danny DeVito's in Big Fish.
Nah, he maybe is. it's a Tim Burton film, and it's basically a story on how this dad, makes up these stories, these tall tales.
Oh, okay.
But it turns out like some of them are kind of true, but like it's all about the folklore.
Over exaggerated.
It's over exaggerated, but at the end of the day, he's like, "Hey, my dad just did it to entertain, and whatever. It's a beautiful story, but my dad's like that. He's like, yeah, I seen Michael Jackson one time. We used to play as kids while him and my dad used to, talk business, and I'm like, nah, I don't think so.
Okay, remember Vagina Dryer's dad making up all those stories? How he caught? What was the name of that one catcher for the Dodgers? He also played for the Mets.
Cesar Itris.
No, it was a whiter Italian guy, Mike something.
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Anyways,
I'm not a sports guy.
Anyway, he said this one famous catcher that was kind of like the big shit for a little while, like in 2005. He's like, I saw him
Mike Piazza?
Yes, that's it.
Damn, dude, how did I know that? Dude, how did I pick up a baseball bat? Mike Piazza was. I only knew of one catcher. That was the shit, and he played for fucking. He played for the Yankee. He played for a couple people, and it was Mike Piazza, dude. Mike Piazza was the shit.
Yep.
But no, Vagina Drother's dad was all, yeah, I caught that cocksucker getting his dick sucked by some guy in a car. It's all, that song, That's Amore by Dean Martin?
That's right.
I wrote that song.
Yeah, and then we confronted him about it, and he's all, no. And he's like, Dad, you're fucking jerk. Joe goes, Dad, you're fucking crazy. He goes, no, man. He's all, no. And then he changed his story completely that, oh, no, it wasn't that song. It was another song. And then I was like, because we confronted him about it. Like, dude, you wrote That's Amore? He's like, no, I didn't fucking write that
What
shit.
the fuck? That's got to be like a 200-year-old song.
Pizza pie in some Amore.
You would have to have been like 10 years old when he written that song. Fucking Dean Martin was like in his late 30s singing that.
There's this guy who used to be on this program named The Vagina Dryer, and his dad, we used to, clown on his dad. So his dad was doing just odd and end jobs, and he was a busboy at Denny's. So we used to go to Denny's every time we would wrestle. And then, so we went to Denny's, and then all of a sudden, we see his dad cleaning tables.
Well,
and we go, hey, what the fuck? Is that your dad, John? He goes, yeah, he works here now. And then he goes, hey, Jeffrey, they left a piece of bacon on the table. And then he starts eating the
food. In his dad's defense, his dad was actually kind of a really nice guy to us.
His dad was always a nice guy to us. I love his dad.
It's just really unfortunate that his son was a total tool bag.
One of my first memories is at Denny's. I didn't realize that tips, like that they were like not free money. I was like, oh my god, they left some money. I would go around to tables and steal tips because I just thought that was free money.
Oh, I got a great one involving Denny's and this piece of shit right here. There used to be a bowling alley off, the one off of Del Rosa?
Yep.
By the Target?
No. That's the American Lanes. Del Rosa,
Arrowhead
by
Lanes.
the Stater Brothers. Yeah, that's Arrowhead Lanes.
Arrowhead Lanes.
But no, Del Rosa Lanes off of Del Rosa and Highland.
Oh, yeah.
By the McDonald's.
I'm more west side. That sounds
Okay,
like
well,
north middle.
anyways.
I know what you're talking about.
So we go there and we're rolling.
By Target, right?
Fucking hate you. His mom is like acting a goof, and I started acting a goof too, and I got on top of the hood, and she's driving, and she's not going necessarily fast, but she swerves, and I fucking fall and hit the pavement hard, and I'm all cut up from the gravel and shit. And then he's like, let's go to Denny's because it's not too far away. And we go to Denny's, I don't have any money, and I'm bleeding on the table. He's eating, and I'm like kind of starving, and he's like not helping out, and he just goes, DK, you just you want like a plate of eggs, don't you? Like, that'd be really nice. He goes, yeah, I'll blow my breath on you when I'm done.
Did I really do that?
Yes.
I got a good Denny's story.
After?
With a mouth full of food, by the way.
Did I give you food after?
No.
I was wondering that too. Like, did you get him something?
sorry, Joe.
I think that's also the same night that we saw
I'm really
China.
sorry.
Remember when we saw China as our waitress?
Oh, maybe.
No.
Not the real China.
No, there's just this big blonde chick, and you're all, hey, Flo, Come on.
Dude,
And I'm like, she's gonna spit in our food.
if I really did do that, I'm sorry. Because I really would have bought you food. I'm such a dick.
I got a good Denny's story. When I was up in Tahoe, me and my friends went to Denny's one night. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we had this big my friend, his name was Mark. He got packets of Sweet and Low, and he fucking started snorting them like out of his hand, and then he poured and made a straight line on the table. And we left it look like a freaking line of Coke. He left it, he came up, he told me, he's like, dude, I left the tip for the waiter. I'm like, what'd you do? He's like, I left the line of freaking Sweet and Low on the table for the waiter. I was like, dude, come on.
Damn. Dude, we would have a lot of stories at fucking at Denny's, dude. Denny's was the shit, dude.
Still is.
It still is. We did Denny's stories all the time. We knew because Richard would always be poor. Because he'd always never have a job.
What do you mean was?
Yeah, he still is.
Still is.
Nothing changed. We'd always get the Zesta crackers and the ranch. Whatever was free. Like, hey, is ranch free? They're like, yeah. Is Zesta crackers free? Yeah. Can I get the Zesta crackers in the ranch? Yeah. And then he would always, and then at the time, like flavor shots were fucking free. So he's all, can I get some water with cherry flavor shots? They're like, yeah, I guess.
See, now that makes me wonder if you could like go to like Olive Garden and just purchase the cheapest thing on there, and then just get the unlimited breadsticks.
Right?
Oh, those
No,
are
you have to.
Those are some good breadsticks.
You have to buy an entree.
Oh, buy a fucking entree.
Tried. I know, for the whole table. That's why I tell Michelle, because she'll go there and we'll have an entree, whatever. And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the salad bar and the soup." And I'm like, "That comes free." Fucking asshole! That comes free. That's an extra $18, whatever it is. I don't want to pay that extra money. And why you gotta make me look like I'm fucking cheap ass and I beat my wife?
There was a story I heard, speaking of Olive Garden. This is like when my brother was in high school. I don't remember which one it was, but there was a family that went to an Olive Garden one night, and the girl, this daughter, freaking ordered something, and when they brought it to the food, it was cold, and she said, I want it, can take it back, I want it warmed up, and it kept happening, and I think it was like chicken Alfredo, and one time they took it back, and the cook decided to add some Alfredo sauce of his own. So when they brought it back and she ate it, she fucking wound up getting herpes the next day.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Did they sue Olive Garden?
I have no
I
idea.
was sued.
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
Dude, one
that's impressive because how you come up with enough nut in that time frame,
Right.
Like you really have to how does she even know it was fucking? She had herpes before fucking.
So at Denny's, we would go usually drunk as fuck or hungover as fuck.
Best way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only way to go.
Exactly.
They had all you could eat pancakes, so we'd order that $4.20, $4.20. Shout out Columbine, bro. I told Richard, so he has the Hitler 420 joke, and
He loves his Hitler.
I told him last week, bro, you're forgetting Columbine. Columbine was on 420.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Columbine, Hitler, and weed all share a birthday. That's my joke.
that's one of his That's one of his bits though. Is that if the guy that shot all those people was a man, he would kill more people. And it's like, dude, don't say any more dark shit. Come up with some fucking funny shit. But why do you do Hitler and death jokes?
I want to put this at the very end of the movie where it's like I'm in the middle of a three-way conversation and I randomly cut into me and it cuts me to going, I'm just saying Hitler had a few good ideas.
That's always a good.
So
segue.
what Hitler did was wrong, and we all know this, but he was right about the Jews. I'm not saying murder them. He's just right about what they do.
They say the Jews control the media, and it's true. They're doing a very bad job lately.
No, I love Jews. Here's my,
I love Jews. I love Jews.
Can I do? Here's my impression of Jerry Seinfeld. Kramer, get the fuck out of my house. Seriously, bro. Someone comes in my house like that, get the fuck out of here.
Seriously, dude.
What are you doing?
You fuck.
He was fucking funny on the show, though. I love Kramer.
Dude, the N-word killed him, right?
Oh, dude, he did go off. One time he went, yeah, you guys see that bit where he went off and said the N-word? That's great. That was fantastic. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
farts and Denny's.
Yes.
So, remember Cincinnati Red?
Yes.
Cincinnati Red one day at a show was eating nothing but like the shittiest Del Taco burritos and tacos. You know, nothing like really good. Anything that could make your colon.
Know.
Yeah, anything that could make your colon disgusting.
Right.
And then we go to Denny's later on that night, and we see there's this old couple behind him, and all of a sudden they're getting ready to leave. You could tell like they're getting their check and everything, but all of a sudden we see there's a smile on Red's face, and we're all, Red, what did you do? And he goes, give it a minute. And then we see the old couple behind him just go, let's go.
How old was he when he passed?
Like 43, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go to his grave.
Dude, I gotta lose some weight.
No, really?
Did he die? He died of a heart attack, right?
Yeah.
But how, was he drinking too, or what was he doing?
No, he just didn't take care of himself because he was a diabetic.
Diabetic. Oh, that's right.
Like at birth or type 2?
I don't. The one that's really bad.
Yeah, both. He had type 1
69.
and type 2. Yeah. Never mind. I'm good. I don't even have that. I'm not even pre-diabetic.
I'll put it like this. One day he got into a fight where he was beating the fuck out of this guy, and the only thing the guy could do was like scratch his ankle, and it never fully healed.
Achilles scratch.
Yeah, but it never fully healed because he didn't take very good care of himself.
He got cat scratch fever.
Yeah.
Cat scratch fever.
Jungle fever. He had jungle fever too.
Dude, R.I.P. Red, but I kind of think he was gay.
Oh, why do you say that?
He hated women.
Wow.
Like,
well, maybe because no
that's
one
a good sign.
gave him any pussy.
Incels, bro.
He had I think he might have been like an incel because he had all these pornos, and this is before I knew porn stars' names. He knew porn stars' names, but I never saw him watching
Stalker.
them. Yeah, I know. Shit, I know where Riley Reid lives. Come on. I'm gonna be her new husband.
Wait, her or Rhea Ripley?
I gotta go.
Rhea Ripley.
Do porn stars deserve respect?
Kind of
a little bit.
A little bit.
They
Yeah, I'd
deserve
say
a
a little
lot
bit.
more respect than the guys that pay for that shit. Losers.
Well,
if you pay for that shit, like, come on.
Yeah.
One, it's free if you Google, but also two, get a personality and meet a girl.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, check this out. So, at my biggest peak of porn addiction, I started following not just porn stars, men and women. I started following like production assistants and the directors, and they actually had like special channels where you could watch behind the scenes. So you could like see like a girl who's got a guy inside her. Oh, I thought there was somebody there. and they're like
dick
blocking.
powers.
Yeah, and they're like kind of changing camera angles, and you could tell they're just kind of like, I think I'm gonna get a yogurt after this, and the next thing you know, it's in action, and they're fucking, and it's like, oh, it's believable. So in some sense, hey, at least they're trying. But I'm getting really tired of all these fucking skinny Chihuahua women.
Yeah, you skinny Chihuahua cunts. You gotta have some
Down,
meat.
Dino, down.
So how'd you meet your girl, Nick?
We were actually both working at Burlington, but it turns out her brother and I were like best friends in middle school. Not best friends, but like, fucking, I was new because I went to Clement in Redlands, but I was from San Bernardino, so I was the poorest fucking kid at Clement. But so I knew her brother, and then but yeah, she was my boss, bro. So I thought like I'm gonna have sex with the boss, and then I'm gonna have easy work.
Right.
She was a total fucking bitch, bro. Like all the hard work, she would have me do it because she know I wouldn't say no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I don't know. You guys ever work warehouse work?
Yeah.
Yep.
They act like you have all these responsibilities, but bro, if you say no, they're gonna go find someone else to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't fucking doing that.
yeah, like there's a lot of lazy people wherever you go.
Jeez.
I live with two of them.
We know.
Yeah, no, my girl's dope.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. Yeah, I met my girl at work too.
Does she have any friends that have low standards?
Probably not for
The
you.
lowest, but they still wouldn't date you.
My girl's a couple of friends that she sees every now and then, but mostly, bro, my girl's a fucking bitch, and I love it.
Yeah.
She's nice to me. I'm not saying she's a bitch to me. But
Right.
like,
Same for my chick.
guys come around, girls come around. Like
Yeah.
every time my friends trying to like rizz her up, you know, throw
Right.
a little charisma. No, it's
Same
like
for
you
my
fucking
chick
lose
too,
it.
dude. Same for my chick. She doesn't deal with anybody else's shit. She's so fucking mean to everybody else. I have to tell her ease up on these motherfuckers. Like I know these guys forever since fucking high school, and she fucking rips people's to shreds.
He's not allowed in the house.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I had to defend these guys. Like I get in trouble for defending these guys. I get yelled at.
Wait a minute. The text message you sent me before.
Yeah, Donnie is a shitter because the thing is, I get the shit in. Like they have to use literally, they have to use the bathroom, the shower, and shit. And in DK, I tell them not to use a shitter past a certain time because they gotta take a shower. You know, so
The YMCA is right down the road,
right.
guys.
So
He
no,
lives
this
close.
is the text message that I got from him. I go podcast today? ? 8 p.m. Don't be early. Next.
I told Travis that.
Next.
I told him. I said, I text Joe. I told him don't be early.
And then there are two more texts. The next text, and don't and shit before you come here. Next, last text, homie.
I didn't even know.
Bruh. So you invited me here once again. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I was like, fuck. What if I get there and I'm just an audience member and I'm just having an ego? Like, why would he want me on his podcast, dude?
No, dude, I would not.
This feels
fucking
real
do
deal, bro. You're Joe Rogan of California.
Oh
bro.
yeah, dude. Thanks, dude. Yeah, the IE. The
Oh,
IE.
I liked. So I've been going through your guys' catalog. I liked the one with the podcast guy.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Podcast. It's like you could be as a guest.
Oh, podcastguest.com.
Podcastguest.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good episode, man. Like, that's once again, that's so the only people I know that aren't comedians at podcast are all political.
Yeah, dude. I've never been political on it. I mean, we do get sometimes.
I could
but
be the resident lib punching
Yeah, but
bag.
we
I am
don't-
lived up. If you guys
But we
want to,
don't. I don't get too much into politics. I
That's
mean,
what's up.
topical shit. Like I'll bring it up, but we don't get too much in politics.
Yeah.
We just do shit that's fun.
In my comedy, I like to hint at my politics.
Right.
My goal is to have a show where if you're a working class person, or even if you're not, you're just collecting stocks, living at home with your mom. But
Right.
if you like comedy enough, then my job is just to make you laugh, you know? And if I'm going to say something, we'll just let that play. Let me put
Right.
the
Just
mic-
let that play a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Hey, give me his phone. Is that my phone? Give me his phone. This fucking piece
No,
of
but
shit.
You guys are great.
No,
Bro,
that's-
honestly, you're a hero to me, Chuck Bucks.
Oh, thanks.
If I could jerk you off for a little sec.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? My dick's always there for you to.
You're great,
Wait,
man. Thanks
wait.
for having me. Hey, man, if let me know what day of the week, bro. We'll start our own show, just me and you.
Yeah, dude. We'll fucking do more future shit.
Oh, so I have an idea. What if so I've been into chess since the Queen's Gambit.
Oh, damn.
Chess.com, shout out chess.com. Download it. You can play online. I was thinking, what if you had a whole podcast where you had people come on and you played them chess while you talk?
Dude, I used to play chess for a little bit, but I don't play chess anymore.
I was going to challenge
Don't. Yeah, I knew that.
Who's the
You're
best
late on
at chess here?
everything.
Let's get our
chess.
egos involved. No, you're the best.
No, you're probably the best, dude, because we don't know.
No, so chess.com has rankings, and
Right.
I've been at it for like 6 months, and I'm only ranked 420. I always hover around
nice.
420. It's not that good. 600, you're like pretty good. 800, you're like a genius.
Wow. That's
In
crazy.
my opinion.
But, yeah, no, anyways, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
You know, I like to, I always thought you were funny
Thank
on the mic, and you cracked me up, and I really liked your awkwardness at the W, which I think really made it because even the comics were laughing the first time I went there. I haven't been back since. It's not. I mean, I kind of think I know how the recipe on how to make them laugh, because I'm a sales guy. I've been selling shit for 20 years, and I do public speaking at the meetings, and I did wrestling before, and I've done a lot of public. I'm pretty comfortable on the mic, and I do this podcast, which helps a lot with speech. Because
Nice.
I would stutter sometimes, not like a bad stutter, like but I would say different shit and repeat different shit. But I'm a better talker because of the podcast, I think too, and I think podcasts are doing stand up comedy just kind of helps with confidence all around. Like, it gets you those opportunities because if you can go up on a stage and
It's hard.
and get denied or or get a reaction out of people.
Anyone listening that thinks it's easy, go up on stage.
Right.
If you're anything like me, bro, I cringe for the first 2 days after a show.
Right.
Just cringe.
Right.
Just,
And your heart kind of beats before you go on the stage.
I have to lie to
I think
myself.
that's how a lot of people are, because just like you, like I have stage fright too, and it takes a lot to go up on stage.
My first show, I threw up after.
That's crazy. Did you really?
I did. It was at a Crafton. Yeah, it was in a speech class.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was a poli-sci major. Once again, if you guys want to go into me, you could. I'm the resident libtard.
That's it, dude. But I always, Nick, I actually the first week I hit you up. And you probably just checked your Instagram like only a couple days ago.
I remember I looked at it. I was so hungover. I was like, I'll check it later. And then I just
It was a while back, and I was like, well, Nick, that's fine because we connected it the first time we met. And I was like, that's fine. And then like you hit me up, and I was like, cool, yeah, dude, come by, fucking, you'll like it. We'll have a good time.
I was so worried you were gonna cancel on me. I was so worried. And like 3 days ago, I told my mom, I'm gonna be on a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Mom, we're gonna be on a fucking show. But this show does good. I mean, like I said,
I really like your show. I listened to at least like 6 episodes now.
Yeah, there's a couple thousand people listen to it.
Booze and Dudes or
the Booze and Dudes was what started it.
I listened to the one right before it. It said Chuck Bucks has a freak out. And then the next one was the last one.
And then we do shit on YouTube too. But like I said, I was going to film this episode. We'll film future episodes when it cools down a little bit. Yeah. And it will be good to clip shit out. Like we do the dating game. And
are you guys on TikTok?
Yeah, we are. The Crew Network on TikTok.
So I've never been on TikTok, never downloaded it. My philosophy is all the good stuff on TikTok will end up on Facebook. And it does usually.
It does, dude. It does.
But I would love just to have a presence myself. I don't want to watch it because there's a lot of like, just like lame shit on TikTok, in my opinion.
Well, I think we should film a little bit. Like I know there's like a TikTok trend right now. If you drink a Grimace shake, you die. So I wanted to film a little something tonight. Like maybe give it us all.
Isn't
involved.
The ice cream machine always down?
It is, but like the Grimace shakes, I guess what kills people. Like Grimace will kill you if you drink the shake. And so I want to film something, but we'll see.
For those who don't know, the Grimace shake is Grimace cum mixed into a shake.
And blood. Cum and blood mixed into a shake.
They just shred up a whole Grimace and then they clone another one.
That's it. But yeah, like I said, I'm always down for new ideas. I seen Nick. I thought he was funny. And, I've only done it like 5 or 6 times. And, it's growing on us to do this kind of stuff. I see that there is sometimes drama in this type of in stand-up comedy, but I want...
Shout out Buddy System.
Yeah, it's essentially, like I said, shout out to the Buddy System. But it's essentially like when I do the open mics, when they gave me the opportunity to do that, I just want shit that's drama-free. No one has to pay anything. Let's go up there. Let's be funny. Let's bring a crowd. And that's what I'm about, so I'm fair to everybody. I give everybody the opportunity.
I think the IE is ripe for a comedy scene, bro.
100%.
I'm from Redlands. You're from Highland. San Bernardino, nobody wants to go to San Bernardino. Everybody wants to come to Riverside or Redlands or university towns, attractive people, attractive 20-year-olds.
Right. Right. But, there should be a comedy scene, but not, like I said, we'll present
after COVID, everything's been shaken up, bro. Like, there's a whole generation of comedians, funny people that, like, they're stunted. Their growth is stunted.
Right.
Like 2019, bro. I've had this notebook for a while, and I just was writing jokes in preparation to go up on stage for like 6 months. I was writing jokes, and fucking COVID hit.
Oh no shit! You're about to do it beforehand, huh?
Yeah, it was the worst timing, and like I work a full-time job, so it was hard to like justify like going to a bar, spending $5 spending $5 to entertain other people. It still boggles my mind.
I couldn't believe that. We had
$3 at the 3 Iron Brewery.
Stand up, or I'm sorry, open mic.
Well,
it's free entertainment.
That's kind of the way it happens. I mean, you pay your dues.
Well, people aren't coming
literally.
Well, we're building a crowd at the 3 Iron.
We're building.
Please come back. We missed you last week.
Yeah, I'll be there.
There's some comedy company out in Irvine that's looking for stand-up, but of course, like, you got to pay $25 for 3 shows.
Well, like I said, more when you get established, and we're growing the scene there. I think before we were there, me and Dick Power, there was Adrian, and it wasn't a lot of people showing up. I don't know the history of it, but I think it was up and down. But we're pretty steady about going there. I didn't show up last week or yesterday because of my wife's birthday, but we're trying to grow a scene there, and we'll get it going, guys. I promise you that.
I like how I said that because of my wife's birthday.
But that wasn't that important.
I think 2 to 3 hour podcasts are the way to go, man. I would love to hang out here for 3 hours. I would love to listen to this for 3 hours. And I think the conversation only gets better. You know what I mean? It's like, do you ever hear a podcast? It's like 32 minutes.
Yeah.
They said hello. They said 2 things.
Oh,
I like when they get into it. Bill Berg just talks by himself. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's people that we used to know a guy that some guy that used to do a podcast by himself, and it fucking blew.
Yeah, I like Headlines. One of my favorite podcasters. They do Headlines.
Right.
That's always fun.
We do that sometimes. We do current event, but it's all good. Like I said, when we do this shit, we have whatever. We have a great time. We talk shit to each other a little bit. It's real funny. We rip on DK, and then that's it. That's it.
And Dick Power sometimes.
And Dick Power when he's not here.
And then I go home and cry. Then I go home and cry.
Then he goes home and cries. He has a good cry, and he's really let it out.
Goes home with his.
I grew up as the youngest of 6, bro. All I did was get made fun of.
Jeez.
I have a bit of a thick skin, but I'm also super sensitive. So go easy.
Yeah.
Let's go easy.
So anything you want to plug, Nick, before we leave?
See, my Instagram is Terp Pillow Rosin.
Ooh.
Terp Pillow Rosin. 2 P's.
That sounds like a porn star name. but for a very specific type of porn.
So Terp Rosin is a weed name. That's my main name, but that was fucking taken on Instagram. Terp Rosin was taken.
Is that the only place they can find you?
I'm also, pretty much.
That's
find
it.
me at
He's got one picture.
The 3 Iron Brewery every Thursday, especially this summer. I'm trying to make it there every Thursday. Nice. And the W at Worthington's every Thursday in Riverside. And
Trent.
Shout out Buddy System. Shout out 3 Iron. Shout out Crew Network. You guys are great. Hey, I would love to do this every Friday whenever you have.
Dude.
Come on by.
We could share creative ideas. Chuck Bucks. Once again, you are a hero to me.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You hear that, guys? Someone appreciates me, all right? So this big salary I'm paying you guys.
What salary?
And we'll end with Richard bombing, okay? Go ahead and play it, DK.
And also, it's pretty amazing, I gotta say, that we have someone wearing T-shirt here, and we have exactly not 1 but 2 fucking sewer manhole tunners, like right fucking underneath us. Like this is like I smell shit coming from this one, and I smell exactly DK Murphy coming from exactly that one right here. This fucking guy right here. So if you guys smell shit, don't blame me. Blame this fucking guy right here. So yeah. I think it's always interesting to me, at least it has been interesting to me since, Bill Cosby has been the spokesperson for Jell-O.
Here it is.
Seen as Jell-O never stops moving. Great people. Anyways.
Can hear a pen drop.
Oh my God.
As a black entertainer, I think it's fucking crazy that they got Will Smith to be the spokesperson for battered husbands. Isn't that fucking nuts? That they had Bill Cosby being the guy?
Pure charisma.
No? Nobody? Bill Cosby, he's the fucking spokesperson for Jell-O, and Jell-O never stops moving, and
It's like he's waiting for himself to heckle himself, because he's the worst fucking heckler. He talks through everyone's set.
But rock. No one finds that interesting. That's amazing.
Interesting.
Also,
Oh, it's great.
anybody here smoke weed? Anybody here Celebrate 420. Who's with me? 420.
He's still trying to get the potheads involved.
All right, there's one person squeaking in the corner. I think it's a rat up in the rafters. Thank you. There's a rat. Anyways, for that rat, you got balls. You got bigger balls than everyone here. You fucking little rat. So yeah, I celebrate.
Shout out America, the sound of silence.
Oh, I love it. These fuckers are not busting. Oh, I don't want to go back there. Fuck that place. Oh, that's great. Good job, DK. All right, guys.
Shout out the Brooks.
Shout out everybody. Shout out to the Dick Power. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks.